For 9.1 on your own, we are going to be working on writing equations. So remember, an equation has that equal sign. It's going to balance the two sides. We have this and this. We're trying to balance them with that equal sign. So number 5 says Annie is the height shown over here. So Annie is this tall, 152 and a half, 0.5 centimeters. She is 49 centimeters taller than her brother. So she is taller. That means her brother, you can see in this picture, is shorter. So here's Annie, right? We've got to get her brother to be smaller. Write and solve an equation to find her brother's height, b. So there are lots of ways we could write this problem, right? We know we've got to get the brother to be smaller. So I could start with Annie. And I could say she is this. And I could, right, we've got to go smaller. So I've got to take away that 49. And I know you could solve this, but it doesn't want us to. It wants us to use b in our equation. So it's going to equal the brother. So that's one way. So if we wrote it as a subtraction problem, the opposite of subtraction is addition. We could also write this as an addition problem. We could take the brother, right? And now we've got to go 49 taller. We've got to add 49, and then that's going to equal what Annie is, 152 and a half centimeters. So there's a couple ways to write every one. You can always do the opposite of it as well. So now I'm going to see, does this make sense? If I took 152 and I took away 49, that's about 100, right? He got smaller. He's less, 49 less than Annie. My problem makes sense. So we're not solving it. We're just writing the equation. Hey, number 6, it says we have this equation here. Z minus 14 equals 29. Juan says that the solution is 33, that the answer is 33 to Z. Check whether Juan's solution works by substituting it into the correct equation and combining like terms. Is his solution correct? So he's saying that the answer to this, that if we take 33 and if we minus 14, it should equal 29. So we need to know, is he correct? Hey, number 7 says that William buys a book for $14.85. He's going to pay with a $20 bill. So he has the $20. And what will his change be? So, right, how much is left over? So what is he starting with? So we're taking, here's all the money he has. That's $20. And we can see he spent some of it. So if you spend money, what are you doing? Right, you're getting rid of it. So he spent $14.85. And I want to know, what is this leftover change going to be? So we have to use $14.85 in our equation. We have to use 20. We need an equal sign, and we need the letter C to solve these here. So go ahead and see if you can write an equation to match William. So it's not necessarily going to be in this order. So he had 20, he took this away. That tells me how much he has left. Okay, number 8, Yan has 5 trading cards, and then his friend gives him more. So he has 5 and he gets more. So we know that number should be going bigger. Now he has 16. T is the number of cards his friend gave him. So we don't know. I think we can figure it out, but that's not what we're working on. Write both an addition equation and a subtraction equation. So like we did before, right, the opposite of this. So he had 5. His friend gave him more. Now he has 16. So see if you can take this and make it into a subtraction problem. What minus what will equal the cards his friend gave him? Okay, and number 9, the scale shows the equation 7 equals r plus 5. So here's our 7 we can see. Here's our r, and here's our 5. R plus 5. These need to equal each other. Cross out the same number of tiles on each side to get r by itself. So, right, this tile matches this tile. This tile matches this tile. So finish until you don't have any more matches, and whatever's left over here will tell you what r equals.